What's up, Cardinal Mooney Nation? Steve Leslie, YSNLive.com, your home of Cardinal Mooney basketball all season long, and proud of it. Player Profile, sponsored by iSynergy. They've been a great sponsor for us all year. We can't thank them enough for all they do for all of us at YSN, but proud to be joined by senior number 45, Michael Pelini. First of all, Michael, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Hey, first of all, congrats. We'll get into a lot of things, but congrats from an Mooney alum on another district championship in basketball. I was awful proud of watching that and watching you guys all season. So before we get into that, the Pellini name is such a great family tradition name at Cardinal Mooney. Tell the Cardinal Mooney fans a little bit about Michael Pelini and his family.
Yeah, it's really cool to be, to be able to, because my Uncle Bo and, my dad, they all played basketball. My Uncle Carl, they all played sports. So, my sisters and brothers, and it's pretty cool to be able to, do what I did.
Well, you've done a lot of great things, and I'm going to tell you this. Your dad, Vince Pellini, was someone that I watched a lot growing up as a diehard Cardinal Mooney fan and wanting to play basketball at Cardinal Mooney. Uncle Bo, obviously, I had the great opportunity to play basketball and win a district championship. I know that he's talked with you about that and winning a district as you'll get set to play Lutheran East, who's a great opponent. But before we get into that, with your family, as tight as it is and the difference in the year, how special is it to have the Pellini family be able to follow you your senior basketball year?
It's really cool. My Uncle Bo, he's, always lighting the fire under me. Always told me, you never pass me in scoring or anything. So my goal this year was to pass his scoring, which I'm 21 away. So I'll be bragging a lot to him if I'm able to do that.
All right. We can brag about that a lot. Let's talk about, let's go back to that first. We're with Michael Pelini, senior player profile, the leader of this basketball team. Let's go back to that night. 1,000 points, the LaBrae game. You guys played very well. You get 1,000 points. Uncle Bo's there. Your parents are there. Mm-hmm. What's going through your mind when that 1,000 point comes about?
Honestly, I needed 35 points, so I didn't even think I was going to get it. So to be able to get it that night was honestly crazy. I thought it was maybe to come next game or next two games. So, when they said I was in the huddle and they were like, I heard Coach P go go get the banner or something. I was like, oh gosh. And I needed, I think it was either 5 to 7 points, they said. So when it came down to I needed 3 or 2 points or whatever it was, I got the ball at the top of the key and I was like, I'm just going to shoot this 3. So I was able to pump fake him, get him up in the air. And I made it for my 1,000th point.
Well, from all of us at YSN, congratulations on 1,000 point joining an elite group of basketball players at Cardinal Mooney. You get the banner, you get to go up and talk to your parents, maybe talk to Uncle Bo. How special was that for you?
It was awesome. My parents were really proud of me. My dad's been helping me out with basketball since I was young and helping my shot, and it was just really cool to be able to do that.
Well, congrats from all of us at YSN. I know how proud the Pellini family is of you for 1,000 points, not only the 1,000 points, but the way you represent the Pellini family and Cardinal Mooney on and off the court. Hats off and salute to you. So
thank you.
Let's dive into stuff. We're with Michael Pelini.
Sorry.
We will be a part of it all season long with them. They're a great sponsor, and we thank them. Let's go into senior year now. You get into September. Football went on. Basketball was still up in the air. It's your senior year. COVID, all the restrictions. What's going through Michael Pelini's mind about the possibility of not having a senior year?
It was really hard, honestly. We started the moment that we found out we can start doing some stuff in the gym. We were like, okay, we're going to do it. So, we were going 6 days a week from, was it May or June or whatever it was. We were on 3 days down to Challenge Performance with Tim Dubel. And then we were 3 days in the gym, open gym and stuff. So our thing was we're doing all this. Like, we want to play. So, when the football season came around and they made it through that, it kind of reassured us a little bit that we were going to be able to play. The only thing that was kind of, we didn't think there was going to be any fans there. So that would have been pretty hard. But luckily this, it's been able to, be good. Yeah.
In a day-by-day process, I will say this student body was awesome in the district championship game.
They were.
That. So the season starts. Cardinal Mooney was hit with a lot of, delays, a lot of stoppage in play, a lot of time off. You're the leader of the team. I've talked with Coach Palermo. He always said you were one of the guys first in the gym, last out of the gym, the leadership. You guys get off to a great start playing good basketball. And unfortunately, you get injured. Take me to the injury, and now you got a great basketball team with all these dreams of what's happening now, district championships. What's going through Michael's mind when you find out the injury and the severity of it?
It was hard. You know what I mean? I fell back and broke my wrist, so it was really hard, especially after it happened. Obviously I was like, am I gonna be able to play again? Right. And, especially the next day when you're getting all those texts and stuff and, everyone being like, oh, are you able to come back? And then you have to go get the cast and everyone's like asking if you're good and how long. So, it was just a kind of a day-by-day thing to whether I was going to be able to play or not, but luckily I've been able to come back.
Yeah, it's been a blessing that you were able to come back. That was the talk of the town. Michael Pelini, will he come back and play? I want to ask you, though, I know you stayed involved with the team. I personally, Michael, think that this helped this basketball team learn how to play a little bit and do some things on their own individual they're doing now to make this basketball team a district champ. How important, or what are some of the things you saw when you weren't on the floor from this group?
I think from the beginning, we've always just been a close-knit team. We've been together for about 3 years, and me, Mick, and Thomas are the only players who've ever have any varsity experience. So that was one of the things when we go into the season, we're like, we got to get everyone, the nerves calm down because the speed of the game is just so different.
Right.
So we got really close as a team. And, when I went down, I was just I was staying on them. I was like, Tom and Mick, like, you got to shoot the ball. You guys got to both average, you guys both got to get 20. I was telling the other guys, you got to step up. And, they were able to do that, win some games. And we got closer as a team.
Yeah, there's no question. There's no question. Those two seniors are good players. They get a lot of credit for the success that you guys. I think that's what impresses me the most about this basketball team is the leadership from the three of them. Fire and Hergenrother do great things on and off the court, and I saw you guys get closer when you came back from the injury. So now you come back and you get hot, and this is, as well as anybody, this is the fun time of the year when you get to the last 2 or 3 regular season games and you get to see the tournament bracket and you get to see where you're going. And probably the bigger thing, the difference from nowadays is you got seated high, you get to play at home. How important is it to be able to play all those home games with this crew?
It was awesome because, especially at Mooney, it's such a big court. Yeah. So we were able to use that to our advantage because, we got a condition on that court too. So, a lot of teams have trouble with that. It was really nice to be able to play on our home court and, have home court advantage.
The best home court advantage, Mooney faithful, that you can get with Michael Pelini. Eye synergy player profile. He's a senior. They're in the they're in the regional semifinal tomorrow night against Lutheran East. We will talk a little bit about that, but let's dive in now. You get into the tournament. LaBrae was a power last year in the tournament, playing a smaller gym, come to the big floor. Great first half. You wear them out, game over. Now we move to Friday night. Waterloo, who's a talented basketball team.
Yes,
There's no question. Very good scorer. Was able to watch and listen to some of that game. Maybe one of the most exciting calls that we have had on YSN all year. take me through it. The game's tied. You're the guy. You're the guy. Take me through Michael Pellini's thoughts when you start with the ball off the dribble.
Yeah. Kyle Shockley, I think, just made 2 free throws.
Right.
To tie it up. And there was, 12 seconds left, something like that, or 20, somewhere around there. But I got the ball, and I was just like, someone's got to shoot it, or we're going to another overtime. And so I don't know. When I got the ball back, I saw I had him a little bit on my hip, and I think Jack Pepperny, I think he got a little bit of a screen on him for me.
A little nudge.
I was able to just step back and hit the 3.
Yeah, well, I hope you were able to watch and see Ty's call on that final shot for us, otherwise. And our guy that seems to get all those buzzer beaters all the time has raved about Michael Pelini as a player. I'm going to tell you something, as a former Mooney alum player that's won a district championship, that could go down as one of the greatest shots in Mooney basketball history. I'm not even joking. The determination and the effortlessness you put into that jump shot to put your team on the back made a Mooney alum proud to watch Cardinal Mooney win a district championship. So after the shot goes in and it finally sinks in, Mooney wins the district championship. That has to be huge for your seniors and Coach Palermo being his first one. How special is it to leave your mark as 1,000-point scorer, as having the Pellini name? But more importantly, I know how you are to have a district championship banner go up in that gym. What does that mean to Michael Pelini?
It's everything. Freshman year, we went in, and Coach P always said, you got to hang a banner. And each year we've progressed and gone better and closer as a team. And, to be able to do it this year, it was crazy, especially with all this COVID stuff. Yes. And, that game, we had enough tickets. We were able to let students in, and, able to see my friends on the sidelines, and they're all cheering me on. And it was really cool.
The best feeling in the world. It's something that you will get. Mooney advances to the regional semis tomorrow at 5:30. The game will be streamed on YouTube. So on the YSN, we will not be there, but we will be all on the stream. Giving me a call now. I'm going on with him next. So we will do that. But let's dive into a little bit of Lutheran East. What can the Mooney faithful expect to see from a very talented basketball team?
They got a lot of athletes. They got a 6'8" or 6'9" dude in the middle. I forget his last name, but he's a good player. I'm pretty sure he just committed to Georgetown. They got a lot of athletic guards who can shoot. They're going to be a tough team to beat. They're a really good team. They're a state team. You know what I mean? So if we were able to beat them, it would be huge.
Why you play the game, right?
You got to play people better than you.
Play people better than you, no question. And that's okay. They're better than you, but they're going to get Mooney's best efforts. So we'll have that game will be tomorrow night at 5:30. And, we wish you nothing but the best of luck in that ball game and continued success in everything you do. We'll close it out with Michael Pelini, the senior. We're going to play a little rapid fire, Michael. Just some quick questions. There's no wrong answers, so these are all on you. Let's go. Favorite color Gatorade?
Probably blue.
Okay. All right. So
purple.
Okay, purple. I like that. So you get off the bus tomorrow. You go out and pregame. Today's player has the earbuds on or the headphones. What's Michael listening to get himself ready for Lutheran East tomorrow night?
I don't know. Probably some 90s rock or something.
90s rock. That Uncle Bo was a rocker too, if I remember correctly. So let's go. Michael Pelini's favorite college hoops team.
It's a tough one. My favorite team I love watching to play right now is Gonzaga.
Unbelievable to play. That's a good call there.
I love to watch them play.
Yeah. They're coming on here tonight at 9:00. I'm going to be watching it. They're fun to watch.
Yeah, they're really fun to watch. Their one guard is really good.
Yes, he is. Okay, so off of your favorite college team, let's go into Michael Pelini college. What does Michael Pelini want to do? Will Michael Pelini play college basketball? I say, and I'm going to say it before you answer this, there are a lot of people that better get on the horn that are missing the boat on a great student athlete in Michael Pelini. What are your thoughts on college and what you want to do?
Obviously me playing basketball is kind of up in the air, but I got into the University of Cincinnati and also Virginia Tech.
Wow.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's what makes these better, when you get the live phone calls. That's okay.
My mom's phone. Yeah, I also got into Virginia Tech, and I'm waiting to get back from NC State still. So
hey,
it's going to be a really tough decision. I loved Blacksburg. I loved Cincinnati also. And then obviously Raleigh is amazing. So, we'll see on the visits.
Take your time and make the right decision. I know your family will be huge on that. All right, let's go school and Cardinal Mooney. Michael's favorite class you've had at Cardinal Mooney?
Ooh. Probably my calc class this year.
Okay, so off of the favorite class, you want to shout out a couple of your favorite teams?
Pete Smith, Mr. P, Ron Shack, Miss Policy. She's awesome. There's really, I haven't had a bad teacher yet.
There's no doubt about that. Cardinal Mooney's a great education. So shout out to all the teachers at Cardinal Mooney with the student athletes. Yeah. Let's go. Last one for you here. You have a ton of role models. There's no doubt about it in your family. Who's the biggest role model in Michael Pelini's high school career?
I mean, my dad and my Uncle Bo. They're my biggest role models. They both played the game really well. They always tell me stories about their coaches and what they were able to do, and like the amazing teams they played, like the old Harding teams and the old Can McKinley teams. So, I've always wanted to be like them.
Well, I will tell you this. You are like them. There's no doubt in my mind. I was able to watch your dad play right next to Uncle Bo. Probably some of my favorite times playing basketball and winning a district championship. Now that you and your team are a part of the Mooney District Championships and the regionals. From all of us older players from Cardinal Mooney that have won districts, we wish you and the seniors and Coach Palermo and the rest of the basketball team nothing but the best tomorrow night. But I want to tell you this. I enjoyed every second of this, Michael. You represent Cardinal Mooney on and off the court. Outstanding representation of the type of high school that Mooney is, the type of high school that Mooney will always be. So hats off to you on and off the court. And I know how proud the Pellini family is of all your accomplishments, but the biggest one will be this graduation coming up, hopefully after a few more basketball games. But best of luck tomorrow night against Lutheran East. Go hard and have fun, and we'll talk again soon. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you very much.
All righty, Michael. Thanks. Have a good night.
You too.
All righty.